Hey everybody. So I'm here in my car waiting for one of my clients to pick up their detox smoothie. So I decided to use this time to talk to you. So most of my videos are going to, I know, someone told me to stop touching my face. But most times I'm going to try to answer questions and do the videos. And the first question that I was asked today was, what have I what is the hardest thing doing about living this lifestyle? And honestly, the hardest thing is really dealing with the criticism. Although you know that you need to lose the weight and you're really trying, when you have people in your corner or who you think are in your corner not supporting you in a positive manner, it really does take a toll on you. And everything else is already difficult. The eating aspect, trying to exercise, but now you have people who you thought were loved ones or really close friends or family members who are not there for you. They don't understand. They think you're doing it for other reasons. And they try to make you feel less than what you are. And you should never ever feel that way. Since I've changed my lifestyle, I think that it has shown me who are the people who I can actually depend on. Who are the individuals that I can turn to when I'm having those bad days. And that was like one of my main reasons for me wanting to start my program, because when I started I had no one. I mean, my mom, my sister, and like my really close friends, they were there, but I didn't really have a network of people who were doing the same thing, who was living the lifestyle that I was trying to live. But as I realized, I had to help other people, because walking in these shoes, it is hard. And everyone can't say that they've done it. Unfortunately, I've met people who try to have that dialogue with me about living healthy and how great it is. And they took the shortcut of having surgery, which is nothing wrong with that. I am not saying that having surgery is a bad thing, because I personally have gone through the process of trying to get surgery, but I was denied. But I can't relate to that individual because of the fact that you didn't deal with the struggles that I dealt with. And I can't relate to you because I haven't dealt with the struggles that you've lived. So when you have a support of people who they have walked in your shoes, or they are walking in the shoes that you are going to walk, and they've lived through the different challenges, and they can understand how hard it is to change and have this major transition, because this is a huge transition. Don't doubt it. Don't feel as though this is something small, this is something that anyone can do it, because if that's the case, I'll just leave it at that. Because a lot of people always say to me, well, it seems as though you're against surgery. And it's not that I'm against surgery, it's just now that I'm starting to, being on the other side of the fence, I'm starting to see things differently. And when I start to realize that we have doctors out there who are approving people for weight loss surgery who are 220 pounds, to me that's ridiculous. And when you have people who would rather gain weight, I know someone who was 190 pounds. They gained 25 pounds so that they can qualify for the weight loss surgery. To me, that doesn't make sense. It's like you're taking advantage of something. And then when I hear about people who have died after having the weight loss surgery, that scares me. And it's like I want to try to help more people to realize that this is something that you can do. It takes a lot of work, you know. Slow and gradual is a lot better than quick fast. And when you're losing it quick fast, it is not something that you really that you're gonna feel good about, because now you're gonna have an additional problem to worry about: how your body's gonna look. The one thing that I love to do now is I love to wear my leggings and I love to wear my tank tops, because it shows my body. And when people see my pictures, or when people see me in person, they're like, you lost 85 pounds in 10 months. They don't believe it. But when they look at my body, it's like, oh, wow, you know, you don't have the body of someone who has surgery. And I'm like, exactly, because I didn't have surgery. I could have looked, if I would have had the weight loss surgery, I probably would have lost 85 pounds in less than maybe 6 months. That's not something that, yes, that's something that I want. But then when I think about, well, dang, my body's going to look this way. My stomach is going to look that. My arms are going to look, my legs. I don't want to go through that. So I'm happy with the decision that I've made of not going through it. I'm actually I'm actually writing a letter to the surgeon who denied me and who did not want to appeal the insurance company's decision. And I want to say thank you to him, because if it wasn't for him saying, no, you don't need the weight loss surgery, I think you can do it, you should try to do it on your own, I probably would have been in another predicament that I did not want to be in, or I do not want to be in. So you have to really understand, everything is going to have a challenge. Everyone's going to have an opinion, whether it's going to be good or bad. It's how you deal with that. You can't take that negativity and say, well, forget it, I'm going to do something else. Because I've met people who were on the right path, but because someone said that they were losing weight too slow, they decided to go put in for the weight loss surgery, or they just gave up and they continue to eat or go back to their old eating habits. And you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you know what you're doing it for. Find your reason. Let yourself be the reason. Don't worry about anyone else. If you have people who are in your corner, who are supportive and who are positive, keep them, like, constantly. I always tell my members, call me. I'm one phone call away. I'm a text away. I'm a Facebook status away. I'm a tweet away. You can always contact me. If something is just really bothering you, say, Tanisha, I need help. Tanisha, how do I deal with this? Because I've dealt with it. 10 months, I've dealt with a lot. I've dealt with all sorts of criticism. So I know, and I am a very emotional person. So for me to be able to overcome all the negativity that has been thrown my way for the last 10 months and not revert back, that's huge. And that's why sometimes I amaze myself when I look at and I think back and I'm like, did I really just do that? This morning I'm looking at my pictures and I'm just like, wow. Okay. 85 pounds, 10 months. Wow. Like, you actually did this. And I have to say, I am proud of myself, because I'm not that person. I was never that person. Losing weight was always my biggest issue. I'm getting a PhD. I've dealt with racism, discrimination in the workplace. Like, I've faced a lot of challenges, but I've always been able to overcome them. This is the only challenge that in the past that I never was able to overcome, and I've always ran away from it. I've always allowed it to take over me and control my life, but not anymore. And you don't have to either. You really can take control. You can feel great about yourself, and you can feel as though you accomplished something amazing, because this is an amazing thing. You know, it scares me to say that last October I was over 350 pounds. That means I was almost 400 pounds. Last October, I was almost 400 pounds. I was over 350. I don't even know what my weight was. So to hear that and to know that and to have that sink in and to say today that I am 265, 10 months later, not even 10 months, not even a complete 10 months, I am 265 from last October 2012. So trust me, believe in yourself, ignore the negativity, find that one or two people in your life who are supportive, and move on and continue with the journey. This is the hardest journey, but this has the best rewards. This is better than winning the lotto. Alright, I'm lying. Winning the lotto, I think, depending on how much it is. But all jokes aside, this really is an amazing, amazing, amazing journey. So if you have not started, go to my website, successweight.com. Send me a message. If you live in the New York City area, come to one of my meetings. I'm going to post up the various events and workshops that I will be hosting throughout the community, because again, we have to get obesity together. Too many of us are dying from complications due to obesity, and the government is not helping us. So we have to help one another. We have to support each other. Okay? So like I said, I would try to do this every day. This is a lot in the mix of running a program and also making sure that my clients are together. But I'm trying to reach as many people as possible. I'm trying to be as supportive as possible. So I'm here for you. I'm still going through my challenge. I'm still going through my journey. And I want to be part of your journey. Okay? Thank you. See ya later.